Hey, it's Danny Walsh, and we are on the funnels page of ClickFunnels 2.0. And a few days ago, I logged in here, and there was a big button that said Create Funnel. Today, I've logged in, and there is this new button that says Recipes. And if you read the ClickFunnels Funnel Hacker Cookbook, you kind of know where this might be leading, right? If you don't have the Funnel Hackers Cookbook and you want the copy, then look down below, there's a link, and you can click that and you can sign up to loads of amazing training. If you missed that, hopefully there's another link that does take you direct to the cookbook. But either way, Russell Brunson's put together this amazing cookbook, and in there are all the recipes for funnels, and I kind of get the feeling that we're going to see some of those recipes right now. So you're excited to press this. This is a brand new button that's appeared inside of my account, and I've just pressed that right now, and already you can see a big bunch of recipes or funnel templates that provide you the skeletons for you to go and put the meat on the bones and build out your business, but you don't have to worry about which page goes where. So there's opt-in funnels and launch funnels and squeeze funnels and summit funnels, lead magnet funnels, all of these different things. If you don't know what they are, I'm sure we can do videos to show you each one and explain the theory behind it. But the basic one, the one that you probably want in your business right now, is the opt-in funnel. And to create an opt-in funnel, which basically allows a customer or a person to give you their contact details in exchange for a gift or a download, or something for free, something awesome for free. They put their email in, you deliver the content, maybe it's a video, maybe it's training, whatever it is, and that means they join your email list. Right? Does that kind of make sense? And that's super important, that you have people subscribe to your content, join your list, and stay in touch with what you're doing, right? So if people don't know what you're doing, then people are not going to buy your stuff. So if you're serious about your business, it's super important that you build a list, and people will say that the money is in the list, and everybody needs a list. And you get emails from me, or you get emails from Russell Brunson, or you get emails from whoever. All of those emails come because you've signed up to a list. And this is how to get people to sign up to your list, right? So you give this a name, you press Create Funnel, and ClickFunnels will do its magic. And as you saw on that last page, you're going to get 2 pages in your editor now to work on, right? You're going to get an opt-in page and a thank you page. The funnel is in test mode, and you can turn that off in the settings in the top corner, as it tells you, and you can see there test mode. Turn that off. You can get rid of the funnel, archive it. You can choose the domain. So I'm going to put this on my VIP domain, which is still setting up, and I'm going to call this Walsh Training and Marketing Main Opt-in. And this is going to be used for gathering leads for my new company, which is Walsh Training and Marketing Limited. So we're going to update the funnel, all that stuff's in there, but we're going to leave that in test, and hopefully once my domain comes online, which it takes an hour or so, you click this at the top and it will show us the preview, right? But this looks a lot different to the last ClickFunnels editor, right? So I guess if nothing's clickable except this, I've got to kind of click on either the opt-in or the thank you page in order to edit them, right? There's nothing else I could do on this screen, so I'm going to click opt-in, and you can see now it's opened a selection for a bunch of templates, right? So what I want to do is use opt-in pages, and this one probably will work. I don't know. I'm going to strip all of this stuff back anyway, and you can kind of see what you're going to get here. We're just going to call this opt-in, and there's none of that sort of like creating 3 different URLs that you had to do in ClickFunnels 1. You don't have to do that with the looks of it. So I've literally got this, but I am going to change this here to I'm just going to change this to welcome, right? Because that's easy to remember for me. So this will be dannywalsh.vip/welcome, right? And it's available for use. Remember, you can't duplicate. If you want to separate words, to use a hyphen, and it must be lowercase text, right? If you try breaking this up and putting spaces, it's putting the hyphen in for you. There's no way you can make a mistake. And if you put caps lock on, it's actually keeping it lowercase anywhere, right? So there's no way you can screw this up. Just make sure not to duplicate the path. And every time I use this thing, I'm just becoming more and more excited about the possibilities of ClickFunnels 2.0. If you've not signed up yet, go down below. There's a link. You can sign up and you can get your hands on this. But look, we've put the name. We're going to create the page and we should be ready to edit it, right? So we've got a template now that we can edit and preview, and then we've got the thank you page as well. We're going to do the same. We're going to use thank you template. Might be a case that we're waiting for a thank you template. So what I'll do is I'll switch to an order form and I'll make some money on my thank you page instead. So this will be order form, and the amount of new features that have appeared in ClickFunnels 2.0 since I started using it is insane. The little recipes button that you've just seen, these little quirky features, they're coming out literally every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, every hour. So if you can't see a template now, I'm sure it's going to be there tomorrow, right? So don't panic, don't worry. Reach out to support if you're unsure about anything. Comment on this video, I'll do my best to answer. But this one's going to be the welcome-order-form. And what I usually do is I usually put a bunch of numbers on the end. Like that, and I just put like auth. I don't know if that's like significant. It looks like it's like secure and a bunch of stuff to the customer. But I do that with things like order forms and things that I don't want people to just be able to type in. So I know I can't accidentally send somebody to that page. I've got to send them to dannywalsh.vip/welcome. Does that make sense? But I can't ever remember dannywalsh.vip/welcome-order- all these numbers. So there's no way I can give that direct link, which means people can go to that page and leave without giving me their email address. So you send them to the opt-in page. Makes sense, right? So you send them to your opt-in page. You make that really easy to remember. We're going to edit this now. So we'll go to this opt-in page and see what ClickFunnels have given us in this. I'm sort of doing this live. I don't cut videos. I don't like do 10,000 takes. It literally is me on the computer with a mic, and I was just going to do something for myself, and I saw this button and I flicked on the recorder, and this is another one for YouTube, right? Important to record your content and do the same thing. But look, I'm not possibly going to be able to get through all of this content for my business right now. And if you've seen my other videos, you know that you have to cut images out to match these. You don't have an image of you that matches what ClickFunnels have given you, right? So if you're going to be overwhelmed by all of this stuff and you don't have a testimonial of Jane Doe or another Jane Doe, or you don't know who these people are and you can't use the images, the simple thing to do is just get rid of some of these sections. And it's like, why do we need these things? Don't clutter your landing page, right? This is an opt-in page. This looks more like a website. So I'm not sure about the initial template, but I'm going to like strip all of this stuff down just by deleting literally everything on the page. And once I've got rid of everything, I'm just going to make a new section, and I'm going to have this a full page section, and I'm going to have 2 columns, and the ClickFunnels columns are a lot neater than in the first version, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a video, I think, on one side. So the video is going to go on one side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bullet point list on this side, and I'm going to have short all elements. Let's see what else we've got. Can anybody see a button? There's a button, and I put a button under there, and then I'm going to add another row at the bottom like this. It's just going to be a 1-column row, and I'm just going to have a sub-headline in there, and that's kind of going to be enough for me for now, right? So what I want to try and do is see if we can make this blue box wider, and I just want to give this some padding. So I'm going to pad the top. And you see that this is not moving in increments of 5 anymore, which might be a little bit alien to some of you guys. Usually it moves in increments of 5, but I'm just going to put 40 at the top, 40 at the bottom, and I just want to kind of like see if the minus will work. So I want to minus 150, and that's kind of widened it a little bit. It's not stuck, I don't think, but we do want this to be as wide as possible on our page. We're going to click settings on the blue box again and make sure that we're not having too much of a margin at the top. Just make sure that we've covered everything. There's some advanced stuff. I'm not sure what any of this stuff does. You can do animations as usual, and then a render condition. We'll get into that in another video, you guys, right? So for now, as you can see in the editor down the left hand side, you've got the other bits of the funnel, so you don't have to leave the editor and click the page and come back in. You can just do everything on one page. We don't have anything at the bottom, so what we're going to do is actually move down the main section. So I'm just going to hit save on this for now and make sure that everything's saved, what we've done so far. The last thing you want is like your internet connection to go or anything like that. So if something gets refreshed, something gets broken, you know that when you come back into ClickFunnels, you've kind of saved regularly, right? So the funnel builder looking super exciting right now. And what I want to do is I want to move this box by pressing settings. I'm going to give this a top margin of 30. And to move this down, so that moves down on the page. We're not having this sticky at the top, but again, a little bit of padding. So I'll have 34. We don't want any padding on the sides, make this as wide as possible. And this thing is kind of cool, section paint, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have a color background, and the width is XL, you guys, right? So we've pretty much covered the page. And what we're going to do is just widen this video out, and we're going to reduce the size. Can you see everything's just drag and drop, right? This is like ClickFunnels 1, but with, I don't know, it's been for a makeover, to say the least. Look at the mobile size moving with the main font size, right? That's amazing. So what you want to be doing is sizing down your font, making your video bigger. Let's take this down right to 10, like. That looks great. And then we're going to have the video, the button next to the video. We're going to click the little cog at the top. Now, the text for our button, we want this to be bigger. And there's also the on-click stuff, which I guess we can edit at the top. Let's have a look. We're going to change the colour of the button, change the style of the button to start with. Boom, 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 boom. Let's have a gradient button maybe, or let's have a modern outline or something like that. Check these out. I'm going to change the colour, of course. So we've got a nice conversion colour. Scroll down and let's have a look at some of the options. Styles, there's different styles. Style 1, Style 2, Style 3. That's helpful. You can see there. We don't need to do any of that stuff. Close that down. We are live. We're getting bombarded by the console. Hopefully this is making sense, you guys. I'm super excited about the benefits of ClickFunnels 2.0 that I'm clicking like crazy. We have got into our button. We are editing our button. We do have these different styles, which is awesome. And you can edit the style. So I guess this is super useful because what you're doing is you're making buttons that match across your whole funnel ecosystem. So you don't have to keep changing buttons. It's kind of like the headers and the footers. Once you've created your buttons, you just call those buttons in your funnels, which is super exciting, right? Because I'm sick of trying to get the buttons looking the same, or you decide you change one, you want them all to change, right? And again, ClickFunnels have given you the opportunity here to literally set your fonts, your colours, everything for your funnels, and then it's kind of like a style sheet rather than individual CSS styling, and that's amazing, right? So we're going to edit the button a little bit more. We're going to put, if we can we put a border around there, and then on click, what we're going to do is open the pop-up, right? So we're going to open the pop-up, and for this one, yes, let me in. Because obviously on the video, I'm gonna share a big bunch of stuff and be like, hey, you know, join this video and it's gonna be awesome. You can actually dynamically populate things as well. We're not doing that in this case, but that means you can pull data through from other sources. You can override the styles, which means that you don't have to use those with the looks of it. So you've got your different styles that we've just changed, and you can choose the one that's right. That looks good to me. We've got padding around the sides. Want to move that in a little bit. It's centralized. Full width. I like my buttons full width. You can kind of see where we're going with this, you guys. At the bottom, I want to edit the headline and copyright. Walsh training and marketing. Make sure you spell things right. Don't want marketing. All rights reserved. all rights reserved, 2022 plus. And of course, if you just bolt your footer on at the end, you don't need that. But this is just going to be dead simple opt-in page. I'm going to record the video and then I'm going to start directing people to this traffic. All that you need to do then is figure out what your bullet points are going to be, your key benefits, and sort that pop-up, right? So we're going to show the pop-up, and this is what happens when people press the button, right? So I can edit this, and I can be like, you are one click away from, from my awesome bonus. Right, so I'm just going to give people a bonus for signing up on the video while they wait for the website to be developed. That's like the quickest product you can put out there. And if you sell that in your video, I'm going to be like, hey, this is my new website, this is what we're doing, this is how we're going to help people. And what I'm going to do right now while you're waiting is I'm going to give you access to some training videos, I'm going to give you access to some ClickFunnels guides, I'm going to give you access to some freebies and some stuff, right? You're going to get a bunch of stuff, and when you click that button to get your stuff, you've got to put your name and your email in. Right? Does it kind of make sense? Enter your contact details below, like that, and then we're just going to move this up. Now, in the next sort of hour, I'm going to come back to this with the video, and I'm going to make some changes and some edits. And once I've done that, I'm then going to make the thank you page, because what I want is continuity, right? So I'm going to record a video based on this concept of telling people that this is a new website, we're building it in ClickFunnels 2.0, and while they wait to see what we've done, we're going to give them all of this free stuff as a bonus. We're going to give them training and downloads and extras and more, and to get that, they have to click the button. When they click the button, they fill in the form. When they fill in the form, it's going to take them to the thank you page, and on that thank you page, I'm going to have a series of steps for them. Right, that's where we're going to give them the content. That's where we're going to give them the downloads. That's where we're going to do all the stuff on the next page, right? So it's super important that you kind of keep people moving from one step to another in your business. So this is kind of like, hey, we're building this new business. Who wants to check it out? You give them the link, dannywalsh.vip/welcome. They go to the link. This appears. It's a video. It's Danny explaining what's going on. But in the meantime, while you're waiting, because it sounds super exciting and it's not quite ready yet, you're going to get access to all of this stuff. And to get that stuff, you click the button, and you click the button, you put your details in the pop-up. Everything happens in ClickFunnels. It gets added to a list, the name, the email address. You've got that contact now in your business. You can email them again in the future, and it's going to land on a very special thank you page, which I think if we just press this down here, which you don't even have to leave the editor, which is like, this is like the most amazing thing ever. It will land on the thank you page. I think we need to give this a template. So in this case, I said, hey, let's sell them something on the thank you page. All I'm going to do is strip this order form down. And when we do that, we're just going to literally leave the bits that we need, right? Because we're not going to be in a position to sell anything today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip all these sections out, and I'm just going to add a new section here. It's going to be a medium width section in the middle of there. I'm going to have one column, and then I'm going to look in here and see what awesome little things we've got, little boxes and stuff like that. Let's see if there's something that we can use that's like content related. A lot of the order elements obviously are on here, but I just need a substitute because there wasn't actually a template ready for the thank you page, right? So I might just have to build one of these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a headline, and I'm going to have under here, let's have a look here, we're going to have a sub headline, and then we're going to put some padding around this box. So we'll give this 20 top margin. We'll decrease the width to about there. We'll go to we'll give it a border, which looks kind of cool. We can adjust with border styles like we saw with the fonts, so we're not like messing around trying to get them all the same. They're just in there. We'll give this shadow as well, and what we're going to do is we're going to call this step 1, and then we're just going to get this font looking a little bit bigger, and I'm going to move things over to the left, right? So this font, we're going to style. So we've got style, right? We're not adjusting sizes anymore. We're just create the sizes and the styles we want in that sort of style sheet section that we saw earlier, and then we just call them in our funnel, right? So everything's consistent across your whole funnel, and you didn't have to hire a designer from the group and spend loads of money and be disappointed. If you can't build a business with the things that I'm showing you here, right, and you don't understand this stuff, there's loads of ways you can learn how to understand this stuff. Keep watching videos, get the trial, practice, build something. It's like 20 minutes, 14 seconds. We've pretty much built an opt-in page and a thank you page. All I need now is a video to say, hey, we're excited, something cool's coming, and while you wait, I'm going to give you all of this free stuff. And then they land on this page, and this is going to be like, hey, get thing 1, right? So once we've got to this point, what do you think we're going to do? We're going to clone this, right? So you see how powerful this is? And normally I have like 5 steps on my pages. This formula works really well. I'm just going to move this one down to 50, like that. And then every time I clone the second one, I just get the like ease of doing it, right? Is that like effortless? Could anybody do that? You could press that, right? You could do that. It looks like you've created this really expensive thing and it's taken you 3 minutes. I'm going to move that to the bottom. That's kind of useful, that bottom footer. And I probably will go back to the opt-in page and put one of these universal footers on there, right? You start as you mean to go on. I'm just going to move this down out of the way because I don't want people reading distractions, right? Try and get this out of the way. You don't want people distracted. Walsh, training, marketing. You've just literally seen me build a business in 20 minutes, right? Because if you were to start, even if you got 5 leads, right? If you got 5 leads who potentially would buy something from you, like, you're potentially in business. You just need to sell them something now, and you've got people who are interested. If you give them free stuff and give them a week to consume that stuff and then email them and say, hey, how did you get on with my free stuff? Do you need any help? And they might be like, look, I appreciate the help and the information, but I just need somebody to do this stuff for me. And you're like, right, well, that's, $1,000 or £2,000 or however much it is, right? It's just not overly difficult to leverage something like this. And the speed that you can actually build these things is clearly, it's off the chain, right? It's crazy. Now, at this point, people are going to land on this page and it's a little bit blunt. It's like, hey, step 1. So they need just a little bit of a welcome at the top, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clone step 1 one more time. And I'm just going to, in fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to remove that. I'll leave that as it is. I like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another section to the top, and in that section I'm just going to put, hey, thanks for signing up, so they know what's happening. So another section, do it wide again, and then we're just going to move that up to the top, right? It's like dead simple. Click that, it's up at the top. Again, we click here, we give it some margin at the top, we give it the padding if we need it. We're going to do XL, and it's like in here we're going to add a row. It's a 1-column row. It's dead simple. You put a headline. It's like, this is the most amazing thing ever, and I'm going to play with this all day and just build a business and make loads of money. What are you doing, right? You need to go and click on the link, get the trial, sign in, do the challenge, and click this stuff, right? There's not even that many things that you could press, and the fact that everything is on the left-hand side is just like amazing. You don't have the amount of time you're going to save. I just want to move everything from ClickFunnels 1, and when I say move everything from ClickFunnels 1, there's like 5-6 years work in there. There's webinars in there. Some of the stuff in there, clearly, I'm not going to be able to move it all over, right? I'm going to just start as I mean to go on, and I'm going to make these things awesome, and you guys are on this journey. But look, I've put some videos up in the last few days. I've done loads today. I'm so excited. Every time I log in, there's something new. You can be feeling this too, and it's not just like something that's like a fad or something that's just going to be, hey, this crazy thing for a week. I know how powerful this is, and I know exactly the thinking and the thought process that's gone into every single feature in this platform. All of the things that they've got rid of that you may never know about, the little glitches and the problems and the things that you needed to work around, and all the CSS and all of the stuff that they've like added. It just this is just ClickFunnels 2.0 can literally take you from 0 to viable business in a day, right? And if you don't believe what I'm saying, you need to go get the trial, start clicking stuff, and start having to think about how can you get people to opt into your business. And then what can you sell these people? What are you going to tell them in an email? If you don't understand what I'm talking about, there's another link down below as well. You can get the Expert Secrets book from Russell Brunson. You get this for free. You pay the shipping. It comes to you wherever you are in the world. If you sign up through my link, I get paid, of course. You can even go and sell the book. It's up to you. Give it to your friends. But that will give you the framework, right? So it's not like you're being left on your own and there's no support. There's links and training and everything you need down below, but the main thing for me is this is working, right? So thanks for signing up just now. And then this is important, right? People will never do anything on your website if you don't ask them. Please complete the steps below so you know when we go live. And do not miss out on more training. Is that fair enough? So it's like dead simple, right? You don't want to confuse people. I don't want to send somebody to this page and be like, oh, there's all this stuff and it's not really clear. That's enough for me. I've just changed the size of that. I don't like it. Just going to undo that. Press save. You've done some stuff. Now, generally, these steps never change. When you're building out a funnel. So the last one, and I need to change the numbers, right? That's the only thing I need to change. Last one that I do is always, if we can get this thing to edit, is check your email, right? And that's going to be step 5. So we kind of start from the bottom and work back up, because the later the step, the less important it is to what you're asking them to do right now, right? This is step 4. Is just to get that to edit. Is it editing? Here we go. A little bit fiddly on the trackpad. So this one is join the Facebook community here, and then we're going to put a link there, right? The next one is going to link back 3 things that are going to link back to what I've said they're going to get in my video, right? So I now need to save this, go away, put together a video, put that on the first page, on the opt-in page with clear instructions. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. I'm not quite ready yet with my main website, but while you are waiting, here is some goodies. So what I'm going to give you, free thing 1, free thing 2, free thing 3, if you can say that, free thing 3. You say that, you're super awesome. So you're going to get 3 awesome things, and then you're going to get access to a very special Facebook group where everybody does a bunch of marketing stuff and you can learn stuff. And then the 5th thing, I'm not going to tell them about that on this page. It's just obvious. When they get to the next page, I'm going to tell them to check their email, and we will get ClickFunnels to automatically email everybody who signs up and give them a reminder of this content on this page, and we will ask them to reply to say that we've got it. That they've received the email, right? So you're like, hey, thanks so much for signing up. Don't forget to complete step 1, free thing, and step 2, free thing, and step 3, free thing. And then you're going to join the Facebook group, and you put all those links back in the email, and you say, what you need to do right now is, just so I know that you've got it and I know everything's working, just press reply and say, got it. And the amount of times you get an email come back saying, got it, that means that when you email them again in the future, you don't go into their spam list. Right, so in 28 minutes, 19 seconds, we've come into ClickFunnels 2.0, we've gone into the recipes, we've created ourselves our first opt-in funnel, we've given the skeleton to put the bones on the skeleton, we got round the lack of templates because we used an order form and just stripped that down just to put our steps on there. Everything is in our little funnel thing, and look, if you want to add another step in between, you press plus, or an order form, or something else, you can connect off to your members area or whatever you need to do. But literally in half an hour, I've got everything I need to now go away and produce a video, come back, maybe add a little graphic on there. It doesn't have to be over complicated, but the video is going to tell people this is what they're going to get for free while they're waiting. They press the button, they go to the steps, they do step 1, 2, 3, they join the group, and then they check their email, and in the email it says, hey, there's a reminder of everything that we've just given you, and by the way, please press reply and let us know that you received it. They reply with got it. you're not going into the spam folder. They're engaging with you while you build your website. You've got leads. You're giving away content. You're engaging with your audience. And ClickFunnels 2.0, you can do that in exactly 30 minutes or less, give or take how long it takes you to do the video. But you might already have videos, and you could be plugging this stuff in, and you can change your design however you want to do that. It's all drag and drop, as you've seen. This thing's amazing. I'm going to go and do some more stuff with it. It's Danny from Preston in the UK. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.